Welcome to Storytime here on Build-A-Bear Radio. I'm your host, Victoria, broadcasting from my home library to share these wonderful stories and grand adventures with you this summer. As a teacher of literature, I can tell you every story is better with a furry friend by your side. We have some exciting stories for you this week. Let's dive right in. Now, a perfect story doesn't always call for fancy illustrations. Today, Tom Watson is here to share his book, Stick Dog, with us.
I'm Tom Watson. I'm the author of the Stick Dog series of books, and I'm going to be reading the first chapter from the very first book called Stick Dog. The Stick Dog books are really all about the laughs. Stick Dog is the leader of a gang of 5 dogs, and they're stray dogs. They don't have human owners, so they need to find food every day, and that's what each book is all about. Each book is a different quest for a different kind of food. They've gone off after all kinds of stuff like hot dogs, pizza, tacos. There are 9 books, so that's a lot of food. But in this first book that I'm going to read the first chapter from, they're after hamburgers. Okay, chapter 1. I can't draw, okay? This is Stick Dog. He is not called Stick Dog because he likes sticks. Although now that I think about it, he does like sticks. All dogs like sticks, don't they? I mean, what kind of dog doesn't like sticks? If I came across an animal that looked like a dog and I offered it a stick and it refused to take it, then I might conclude that it's not a dog at all. Wouldn't you? I would think it's a furry chair or something. Anyway, Stick Dog is not called Stick Dog because he likes sticks. He's called Stick Dog because I don't know how to draw. I mean, I do know how to draw. I just don't know how to draw very well. You know how to draw stick people, right? A circle for a head, add a couple of lines for arms and legs, and shazam, you've got a stick person. I do the same thing for dogs. And that's how our main character got his name. So this is Stick Dog. When I showed this picture of a dog to my art teacher, she scrunched up her face. I don't know about your art teacher, but when my art teacher scrunches up her face, it's not a compliment. Then she regained her composure, unscrunched her face, and said, "Dogs don't have right angles, Tom." And I said, "Stick dogs do." Then she said, "But if you draw stick dogs, all your dog drawings will look the same." After she left my desk and walked over to congratulate Jack Cruelwitch on drawing a far superior and lovely dog with lots of realistic curves, I decided to prove her wrong. I like proving people wrong. It comes naturally to me. So these are some other drawings of dogs. As you can now no doubt see, they do not look all the same. They look slightly similar, but with certain distinct features to tell them apart from Stick Dog himself. There's a Dalmatian, a poodle, and a dachshund. There's also a mutt. Now, I couldn't figure out how to draw a mutt, which is a dog made up of many different breeds of dogs all mixed together. So he's that wavy dude up there. Because really, a mutt can be just about anything, right? Big, small, long fur, short fur, curly, whatever. So wavy lines in the fur mean mutt. Got it? I'm glad you get it. My art teacher didn't. When she came over to look at my drawings again, she scrunched up her face a second time. She didn't unscrunch it, and that's just fine and dandy with me. Okay, now, before we start this story, you and I need to agree on a few things. First, you should know that it's not just dogs that I can't draw very well. I pretty much can't draw anything very well. I can't draw flowers, houses, candy bars, asparagus, donkeys, caterpillars, airplanes, elbows, or french fries very well either. In fact, my asparagus stalks look a lot like my french fries. You should get the idea just from this example. So the first thing we have to agree on is this. I can't draw much of anything, okay? The second thing we have to agree on is you're not going to give me any trouble about my drawing abilities. For instance, you're not allowed to say something like, "Dude, that drawing of a tree looks like a big thingy of broccoli." Actually, trees and broccoli look a lot alike when you really think about it. But anyway, you get the point. I admit to you that I can't draw so well, and you promise that you won't hassle me about it. Next, we need to talk about something my English teacher and I don't agree on. All of a sudden, I'm realizing I often disagree with many of my teachers. I'm just like that, I guess. He likes to stand in front of class and say good writers follow good rules. He has lots of rules when it comes to writing. There have to be introductions and conclusions to everything, for instance. Sentences need to have proper structure. He says telling funny stories is for the campfire, not the classroom. He says starting sentences with the word and is unacceptable. He says never use sounds for words. And he says a lot of other stuff. When it comes to my English teacher's rules for writing, I'm reminded of a word my little sister made up when she found a worm in the yard. Barfalucci. Well, I have a feeling I'm not going to get very good grades for my stick dog stories. That doesn't matter when it comes to you and me and our agreement. So the final thing we need to agree on is that this stick dog story, with the bad pictures that my art teacher doesn't like, will also be told in a way that I like, but my English teacher doesn't. Good deal? Excellent. Let's move on. This is going to be fun. That's the end of chapter 1.
Well, Tom might think that his English teacher won't like his book, but I can tell you that this English teacher loves it. It's just so fun. Floppity Bunny wants us to go on and finish that story. And what's that, Floppity Bunny? Well, yes, we do have time for one more story today. Now hold your furry friend very tightly for this next one. Alyssa Satin-Capucilli is here to read from Biscuit and the Lost Teddy Bear.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Satin-Capucilli, and I am the author of the stories about Biscuit, a silly yellow puppy. If you've not met Biscuit yet, you'll find there are plenty of adventures to choose from. Biscuit is also a great friend to those of us learning to read. All you need to join in today are 2 beautiful woofs, and those woofs can mean anything and everything. I'm happy to share the first book titled Biscuit with you now. This is Biscuit. Biscuit is small. Biscuit is yellow. Time for bed, Biscuit. And Biscuit says, woof, woof. Biscuit wants to play. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a snack. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a drink. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants to hear a story. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants his blanket. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants his doll. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a hug. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a kiss. He's getting sleepy now. I'm going to lower my voice to a whisper. Time for bed, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Biscuit wants a light on. Woof. Biscuit wants to be tucked in. Woof. Biscuit wants one more kiss. Woof. Biscuit wants one more hug. You don't do that before bedtime, do you? Woof. Biscuit wants to curl up. Sleepy puppy. Good night, Biscuit. I hope you enjoyed that very, very first book about Biscuit. Now, I'd like to read Biscuit and the Lost Teddy Bear. This story is a mystery. When Biscuit finds a lost teddy bear, he's determined to find its owner. Along the way, we're going to meet Biscuit's very good friend, Puddles. We're also going to meet his very good friend, Sam. This is Biscuit and the Lost Teddy Bear. Woof! Woof! What do you see, Biscuit? Is it a bird? Woof, woof. I think that means no. Is it a butterfly? Woof, woof. Oh, Biscuit, it is a teddy bear. Woof, woof. Someone lost a teddy bear. Who can it be? Woof, woof. Biscuit finds his friend Sam and he says, woof, woof. Is this your teddy bear, Sam? And Sam says, ruff. No, it is not Sam's bear. Woof, woof. Is this your teddy bear, Puddles? And Puddles says, bow wow. No, it is not Puddles' bear. Woof, woof. Someone lost a teddy bear, but who can it be? Woof, woof. Wait, Biscuit. What do you see now? Woof! Biscuit sees a big truck. Woof! Biscuit sees a lot of boxes, and it looks to me like this could be a very big moving truck, and it's filled with all sorts of boxes and furniture and games and toys. But now I'm afraid Biscuit sees a little boy too. Woof! Woof! And the little boy is sad. Woof! 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 Is this your teddy bear, little boy? Oh, goodness. The little boy stopped crying. Yes, it is. Woof! The little boy lost his teddy bear, Biscuit, but you found it. Woof! Woof! The teddy bear gets a great big hug. Woof, woof. And Biscuit gets a big hug too. Woof. And that is something I really do love about Biscuit. Not only is he sweet and silly, he's very kind too. And he did his very best to help that teddy bear get all the way home. Well, now that you've heard 2 stories about Biscuit, I hope you will enjoy reading more and more and more. Remember, there are lots to choose from. And remember that all you need to read about Biscuit are those 2 beautiful woof, woofs. Use your imagination. They can mean anything and everything. Happy reading, friends.
Thank you, Alyssa, for introducing us to this lovely puppy and for getting that bear back to the boy who loves him. If you haven't already, make sure you head over to buildabear.com/radio to download your own free reading list and track your progress. Thank you so much for joining me and Floppity Bunny here on Build-A-Bear Radio for another great episode of Storytime. With new authors joining us each week with great stories, you won't want to miss out. So bring your coziest blanket and a cuddly furry friend every weekday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, exclusively here on Build-A-Bear Radio. Until next time, I'm your host Victoria with Floppity Bunny, closing this chapter of Storytime. See you soon.